We'll wrap up our NASCAR Sprint Cup Series driver media availabilities with the driver of the number 14 Mobil 1 Chevy Summer Sell-Down Chevrolet for Stewart Haas Racing, Tony Stewart. Tony, you've talked before about your emotional investment in this place. How awesome would it be to get your third win in this race on Sunday and what may be your last Sprint Cup Series race here?
It'd be all right, I guess. I mean, no big deal. No, it'd be cool, obviously. I mean, there's marquee events on the schedule each year, and this is one of them for everybody. The whole series wants to win here, but, definitely want to win here myself, too, so it'd be pretty cool.
Excellent. We'll open it up for questions now. If you'll raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. We'll start over here with Brant.
Brant James, USA Today Sports. How many friends and family do you have here this weekend? And although it's early, how good a job have you guys done being able to sort of minimize distractions and just sort of let you get
I've done a great job because I have no clue how many friends and family are here this weekend. It was not my responsibility to get them all here, so I don't know how many of them are here. I'll see them after the race is over, but I'm going to work here in a minute, and that's all I care about doing for 3 days.
We'll go to your left over here to Claire B. Lang.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Jeff Gordon was saying he hasn't done the digital dash yet. He went to the Chevy simulator. He's doing everything he can to get ready, just even the credentials to get in. He was an owner, not a driver. What do you think the toughest part will be for him, and what would be the expectations? I mean, he's a champion. He knows this place, but some things have changed. What do you think will be toughest?
Nothing for him. And I say that because he can handle all this. I mean, the digital dash is a non-event for him. I mean, if you were at Bristol or Martinsville or something, it would be a little tougher, but you got long straightaways here. I mean, he's been in the simulator. He's got the information. He knows where it's at on the dash now, and he's got plenty of time on each straightaway to find what he's looking for. So it won't be any problems for him. And I can promise you, getting back in the car, it'll be like he never got out of a car. He'll be fine.
We'll come back over here to your right to Jordan.
Jordan Bianchi, SBNation.com. Tony, do you find yourself kind of taking in things a little bit more and kind of soaking in the atmosphere a little bit since this is your last, race here at Indy?
I just got here. I mean, I literally just got here late last night. So I mean, you guys are going to make a lot more out of this than what I'm going to make out of it this weekend. I mean, I literally am just coming here in my mind like it's just another race, and it's another weekend here at Indy. So I'm not doing all the sentimental crying stuff you guys are thinking that I'm going to be doing. It's just I'm going to race this weekend, and I'm focused. I'm probably more prepared for a Brickyard than I've been any other year. I feel like we had a really good tire test here. Felt like our car drove really well. I think they brought the same car back. If not, it's another one that is the same generation type car, and the body might have been a little better on this one. So. That's honestly all. I mean, you guys can ask me all you want about how I'm feeling, thinking, whatever. You're wasting my time and your time because all I care about is driving that race car right now, and it's probably the most focused I've been getting ready for a race. And it's not amped up or anything like that. I'm just really relaxed and focused and feel good going into it, and that's the way I need to do it.
We'll stay over here to your right to Diane.
Welcome home, Tony. Diane Cox with the Advantage News out of St. Louis. Jeff is returning this weekend in an unexpected visit back into the car. It was a contingency plan that Rick and Jeff said earlier that they hadn't discussed during the retirement season. Is that something that Gene and you have maybe discussed as maybe a future contingency plan if that situation arose?
We never thought of that, actually, and it's something that I've thought about since the talk came about Jeff getting back in the car. So we don't have a feeder system. We don't have an Xfinity team. We don't have anybody that's in our system to bring up if that is the case. So we'll talk about it, I'm sure, at some point. But I'm definitely open to this scenario if it were to happen down the road and we needed somebody. I mean, I definitely would be open to doing what Jeff's doing this weekend.
We'll stay on the right to Dustin, then we're going to go over here to the left side.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Have you seen your helmet for this weekend yet?
Haven't been to the car yet, bud.
Okay.
Going there straight from here, bud. I'll see it soon.
Okay, All right, I was gonna ask.
I've heard it's really cool. I mean, I actually got a text this week from the painter, and he doesn't text me each week and tell me what he's painting, but he was really excited about what I think about this helmet, so I know it's something special.
Would you have plans to keep this, or I know you talked about trading helmets. Would this be one that you would?
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like, but I'm keeping this one just because it's my last race here, so it's not going anywhere.
We're going to go to your left now to Bruce, and then we'll go to Lee Spencer.
Bruce Martin with Speed Sport and Auto Sport. Your big win at Sonoma, has that helped you focus coming here, being more relaxed?
I think it definitely started the process, but I think it actually started at Pocono when we got running better at Pocono, and then Michigan was better after that. So I think that was kind of the start of it, and then the win kind of just continued that momentum with it.
We're going to stay to your left to Lee, and then we'll go over here to Kenny and then Marty.
LeeSpencerMotorsport.com. This week you're a track owner. Today you're a driver. You know, you're a team owner all the time. Have you even begun to think of perhaps what your legacy might be 40 years from now?
I know we're doing a lot of stuff, but I don't think I've really sat down and thought about it in the big picture. I mean, I like what I'm doing. I mean, I'm probably busier than I ever thought or dreamed I would ever be, and involved in more things than I thought I'd ever be involved in. But I like what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. As far as thinking what the legacy part of it will be, I really don't know. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just having fun doing what I'm doing right now.
We go back here to Kenny, Bruce, then Marty.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Tony, earlier this morning when Jeff was in here, there was mention that he'd been approached to be in your car in Daytona earlier this year while you were out. Were you aware of that situation? If so, how much input did you have into that?
I wasn't, but that would have been awesome. Probably would have been one of the coolest things to happen this season if that happened. I'd have been all for it. I mean, the least he could have done, he broke my back for me. At least he could have done is drive for me. So, but no, that would have been awesome. I wasn't aware of that, but that would have been a really cool deal for us.
We'll go to Marty.
Marty Smith, ESPN. Won Sonoma, real fast at Loudon. Said you feel more focused right now than you have. When was the last time you felt this competitive and this confident walking into a racetrack?
Been a while. Been a long while. So, I mean, it's a good feeling, I can tell you that. I mean, it's nice to, you know, anytime you get hurt like we did with our leg injury and everything that happened after that, there's all speculation of why you're not running good, and you know, you guys had asked the same question. I mean, has that been a factor in it? So it's been nice to kind of get it all put behind us and show everybody that that's not what this was all about, and that was not the factor. It just was getting cars to feel right. So, you know, I think that was the biggest thing, just trying to get through, you know, the speculation of, you know, can he do this anymore, and why is he not competitive? So when you finally get going and you start running up front with guys that you're used to running with again, and, you know, then you're getting text messages after the race saying, hey, it was glad to see you up there with us again. That's the stuff that makes you feel like, hey, we're back where we belong now.
We're going to come up here front to the Nate, and then we'll go to the front left.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Tony, another good race at Eldora. I know the crowd was up from last year. A couple of years ago, you told us you were openly lobbying for Xfinity or Sprint Cup race there. Has the ship sailed on that, or is the success of that race maybe still giving you some positive hopes that maybe there could be a dirt race in the future somewhere?
I've not really lobbied for it, but I mean, I'm more than willing to. I mean, it's, you know, every year that we do it, and every year we've, you know, the first year we basically had it like a pavement track the first year. I mean, it was hard as a rock all the way across, and it still got that way at the end of the night, but it started the race more like a dirt track is supposed to start. And, you know, the biggest challenge with that obviously is the windshields, and because of safety, NASCAR can't take those windshields out like you would want to do for a dirt track. So it makes it limited on what we can and can't do with the surface. But, you know, it seems like every year we kind of keep sneaking that direction a little more, and we keep making it a little heavier and giving it more grip, and you know, it seems like it keeps working. So I'm definitely open to it. You know, it may not be this year that I try lobbying for it. I mean, I want to focus on what I'm doing with the Cup car the rest of this season. But I was proud of our staff. I mean, we had you know, we had some turnover employee-wise there, and some guys really stepped up big for that event. So I was really proud of our group there. I thought they did a great job.
Take our final question in the front left here.
Mike Berman from CBS Indy. Yesterday night, Doug Bowles was asked if he thought that you would be upset at all because Jeff would steal some of the thunder from your last appearance here. He said no, he thought you'd be quite happy that he was returning. Can you just comment on that? Is that accurate?
Absolutely accurate. I had I had a couple friends send me messages yesterday, and they were furious about it, going, "Oh, he's stealing your thunder." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Jeff Gordon's doing me the biggest favor anybody could possibly do this weekend for me." So, I'm just glad he's back. To be perfectly honest, I mean, I'm sad that Dale Jr.'s not here, but you know, if Dale can't be here, and we know why, and we respect why he's not here, I couldn't be happier about the one guy that is here in his place, and I'm glad I get to race with him one more time.
Tony, before you go, I think I'm going to turn it over to Doug Bowles for just a moment.
This cannot be good. Is it an invoice for something?
No. And this is not a going away present, because we talked about, we want you to win. And when I was asked that question yesterday about Jeff, I said, Tony's going to be happy because it's one less question he's got to answer this weekend, and somebody else will be taking all that while you can worry about winning your last Brickyard. But we did this for Elio, too. So this has nothing to do with you leaving. It has to do with the fact that we changed our entire catch fence, a brand new catch fence at the racetrack. But you and Elio did something unique. Of all the drivers here, you climbed it. So what we did is we went back in our archives, looked at the photos, and we took the section that you and Elio, were different sections, had climbed. And we wanted to make sure that we presented you with your own piece of fence from the old speedway that you climbed when you won your races here. And hopefully you can do it on the new one. If you do it on the new one, I'll take the new fence down and give you some of that, too. So thank you for all you've done for us and all you did for that fence. And hopefully you'll enjoy that. And as I told you before, I got a whole roll sitting out back if you want it for the farm.
I can take it to either my ranch down in Columbus, or I can take it to Eldora and use it. So that'd be awesome. Cool. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thanks for everything you've done for this sport.
This place obviously is special to me, and this is really cool. So I don't know exactly where this is going to go, but it'll go somewhere really, really special. I appreciate that. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Tony, thanks a lot. Good luck this weekend.